Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to this week's Wi-Fi Wednesday. My name is Kevin Z. I am founder and CEO of My Wi-Fi Networks. And we meet here on Facebook Live each and every week. Not last week. I was away in San Diego for a bunch of meetings, but I'm back in the office this week, catching up on a bunch of stuff and super excited for some of the new features we're going to be launching in the next few weeks. This week, I don't have anything brand new for you, and we're working on a lot of structural issues, working with scaling the platform, making things a lot better. And on that note, as you know, we have launched a whole bunch of new features in the last few months or so. You can always see what's new by going to our website, going to our support site, and clicking on the What's New tab. We have everything listed over there. Now, I have had a lot of questions about, how do I demo this? What do I need to tell my clients? I probably do about, a bunch of demos every single day, every day of the week. And what I'll do today is I will go through a quick demo and show you that if you're planning to demo this software to someone else, really what you need to show them, what the most important part is. And then second, really to stress that many times you don't have to really even show a demo of the platform. At the end of the day, the important thing that you need to remember when you're selling this to clients is that they're not buying Wi-Fi. They're not buying Wi-Fi marketing. They're not buying anything other than more business. The reason they're paying you is to keep their customers loyal. You have a way to automatically capture data and keep those customers coming back. If you start talking about Wi-Fi, you start talking about email lists, or like that's not really what they're purchasing. A lot of people will say, you don't buy a hammer, you buy the nail in the wall. So you're buying the result, not the product. So the result is customer loyalty. If you really break it down, at the end of the day, you're selling them more business. You're allowing them to keep their customers more loyal, have them come back, buy more pizza, get more haircuts, whatever you're actually selling, wherever you're actually selling this up for your client. So one thing I just really want to hope it resonates with you guys is that you don't really even have to show the platform at all. If anything, if somebody's like, hey, how does this work? You can create a preview URL, share that with them, have it ready at your meeting or generate it in real time and send it to that client, have them click through and understand what the guest experience will be like. But really, you don't need to show them the platform. Okay, but what I will do today is show you guys, I'll just run through a quick demo myself here. So let me just pull up, here we go. So, whenever I'm on a sales call or whenever I'm kind of demoing this platform to really anyone, I always start with locations. I think the best overview is showing you how easy it is to provision the platform, to get the location added, to get your device added and all set up, and then ultimately to design your campaign, capture data, and set up a single automation. So what I'm going to do here is, in a matter of just literally a couple minutes, I'm going to go through that exact process. Again, this is not something you ever need to show your client. This is probably something you're going to want to show your marketing coordinator or some internal staff or anyone else that will be setting this up for your clients. But this is how it works. So first thing you always want to do when you're adding a new client is go to locations here, click on add new location. And then right away you can search on Google Maps. You can find your location. Let's just, for example, use a Burger King. And I'll find one, let's say, near me. So I know this one is downtown. So I will choose the specific location that I want to target. It'll automatically pull back from Google the address, all that data, phone number, postal code, and website, etc. I then click on Create Location. And here I can add an existing device or add a new device. Here I will add a new one. I'll just call the name for internal purposes BK. Then here you'll see we've added a bunch of little pulsing dots. What these are instructions on how to set things up. So let's say you wanted to set up Meraki. I highly recommend Meraki. It's great hardware. You can click on any of these. So for example, this is the automated setup. Click on that little red dot. We have a support article in line that shows you exactly what you need to do to provision this. So with Meraki, it's literally as easy as copying and pasting an API key, especially if you're using our hardware as well, or buying it from our store, shop.mywifi.io. You'll be able to literally plug and play. That's the guest hotspot that you can get from that store. A lot of people always ask what the difference is between the SH100 and SH50. They're pretty much exactly the same on the inside. The antennas don't really make a difference either for range. So I always say, they're pretty much the same. And I recommend the SH50 because it's USB powered. It's a smaller form and it performs very well. So what you want to do is add that MAC address. Now, if you order it from our store, we will automatically do this for you, so you won't have to do this manually. You'll see some of the sections are in Spanish here because I have a Spanish setting in the background, so I will switch that over just for the demo. For those who are wondering, I will then confirm setup here and go ahead and create my campaign. So here we pull back the logo automatically by looking up the domain name. We also pull back what the website link is, so I will just switch this up. So welcome to BK. You can obviously customize all of this as you want. You can add your own login options. I don't always recommend having a credit card or payment option for a place like Burger King. So in this case, we will turn it off, and I will also switch around my language so you guys can see this in English shortly. But I do a lot of demos to people who, let's say use the platform in Spanish. And for those who don't know, this is available in Spanish, Portuguese, French. And if you need another language for the actual entire dashboard, please let us know, and we will look at prioritizing that. So after users connect, they choose their login option. They hit a thank you page. This thank you page can have an embedded Facebook like box. You can also add some custom messaging. And typically the thank you page is used to provide a real-time message to somebody who's connecting. So this is not meant to really say anything else other than a call to action of what they should do while they're still there. So I got to Burger King. I connected to the Wi-Fi. What should I be doing while I'm here? I should try the new Whopper, or I should buy a gift card for my friend, or something that you'd expect me to do while on site. All right. Then after you connect, you redirect to a location of your choice. Here we have the domain name that we entered originally. I'll just switch this around to their root. Here we go. And you can choose, obviously, redirecting to the App Store, to WhatsApp or Messenger bots. We have a built-in ad server that I'll skip for now, but it's really not used for a Burger King type location, more for like a public venue, a municipality. The advanced settings, you can choose to hide or show the language bar, available in over 30 languages for anyone that's connecting. And we also have some other cool widgets and our Facebook Pixel integration here as well, so I can automatically add all users that have connected here to my custom audience on Facebook. Here I will name this BK as its sample. And you can view what it looks like on both responsive and mobile. So a really nice view. And that's really an extended demo, really, of what I show initially of how this all works and comes together. Now I view my location dashboard. Forgive my internet for being a bit slow here. Whenever I stream HD to Facebook, I hear my computer kind of going in overdrive here, so I will get that taken care of. Likely because I have a lot of tabs open in the background here. But this is the main dashboard that your clients will see, and here I will just go ahead and switch this back to English. As you can see, everything is in Spanish here. So how you do that is you click on Settings on the left, go to the General tab, and switch on over to English. So this is what my client will see. If I'm on the agency plan, I can create sub-user access, and my clients will get access just to this dashboard. I can choose to hide different settings on the left. If you don't want to allow your client to manage devices, set up automations, or do anything else, you can have it read-only and just show them reports. In this case, I always recommend setting up the first automation being Add New Automation. Here, automation name can be BK Thank You. And this can be triggered at different times. So I can trigger it when a guest connects to the Wi-Fi, when they disconnect. So for example, turn their phone off, or walk out of the actual restaurant. If they're inactive, so they have not come back in X amount of days, or if it's their birthday, I can do something. So here I always say the first thing you should set up is when users disconnect, not in real time, but on a delay. We'll delay this here for 2 hours. Click Proceed. Do it always, once, or by visit. I always like to say once because this is the initial message being sent to first-time guests who connect to Wi-Fi 2 hours after they leave to do something specific. So what will that action be? You can send a webhook, do a Zapier zap. So you can actually send this zap to over 100 templates, over 1,000 different endpoints. Really easy to do. Click on Create New Zap, and here you can automatically send it to Salesforce, HubSpot, Drip, Slack, Gmail, ActiveCampaign, ClickFunnels, MailChimp, more advanced MailChimp filters. So pretty much anything you want. Send it to Google Docs. Send it to Excel Online, Infusionsoft. Anything you really want to do, you can do right over here. This is the action that's being sent, obviously. What I'll do here is I'll set up the VK thank you, and I will show you how that works with an email. So sorry about that. So click just restart here quickly. So go BK when you just disconnect on a delay of 2 hours. Just once. I want to send an email. Sorry guys, actually, as you can see these double N's, I have an issue with my MacBook. It's always double shooting that key, so there we go. So here I can start from scratch, start from a template, or start from previous. We have a bunch of templates. We're going to be adding a ton more. If you guys have any template requests, please let us know. We are in the process of creating a ton of new templates here. So here I will choose, let's say, a promotional template. We'll use, let's say, the discount offer. Then the WYSIWYG editor here will pop up. And I can go ahead and change anything I want here. If I want to add a new image, for example, I can just take it, drag it right in there. I can browse a giant library, so I can also upload my own photos into a library. I can store stuff in a folder called My Files. I can also search for photos here. I'm just curious if they have, I double N that again, but let me just keep it in. And let's see, I mean, this is, good enough for what we need over here. And I can go ahead and insert that image. And something a lot of you guys don't know is that now if you select this image after you've added it, click on Apply Effects and More. And you actually don't really need Photoshop at all. If you ever wanted to change any of these stock images, you can go inside here. You can add a filter. So let's add, one of these cool Polaroid filters. So you can see that changes things up a little bit. You can also do some cool things like adding shapes and anything like that in here. So it's really like a fully functional editor. You can change the corners here. Let's keep it like that, and let's apply that. And let's go ahead and save. So obviously this is the extended demo, just showing you really what's possible, because previously you would probably need to get Photoshop, MailChimp, get all these different third-party apps to do something like this. Just send a thank you message and customize it yourself. You don't need anything. This is like an all-in-one kind of system, so everything can be done through here. Once I've done that, I click on Proceed, and it is all done. Now, we'll see as well, what's really cool is that I have this email set. I can click on Test. So if I wanted to test this with my client, I could do this really easily, but a lot of people should really also be using this as a method to, sell. Not only to sell, but also to get approvals. If you create an email and you want to send this off to everybody before you go live, you're like, hey, owner of the Burger King, this is the email I want to send. But before I set this up, I just need your approval on it. So I'm going to send you it right now. Please just reply to that email and let me know if you like it or not, and just hit me up and tell me if you want any changes. So what you do here is for testing purposes, you put in an email. So here I will put my email. There we go, and I click on Test Automation. And I'm just going to go ahead in the background here and open up my email and show you guys what's triggered in real time. And again, this email will be sent 2 hours after somebody leaves this Burger King for the first time. This will be set, and you can create as many automations as you want and track all of them as well. So I'm just waiting over here for that email to come through. But yeah, in the meantime, like as far as the demo goes, that's the most of what I will show. In many cases, that's all you need to show as well. You can also show another account that you might have that has contacts, reports, and data in there as well. We are working on creating a demo version of this where it's going to be a bunch of fake data. So as you're going to sell clients, you can say, look, if you're just starting out, you don't have any live clients, you can pretend and have a platform that has a bunch of fake data in there that we are. This is in the pipeline, but we are just finishing up a whole bunch of new stuff right now. So that'll hopefully be coming real soon. And I'm just waiting for my Gmail, to be honest, to load in the background. I really got to close some of these tabs. But that being said, I really just wanted to run through that quick demo with you guys, show you that you could also do exactly the same thing. No practice required. It's really easy to do. Really easy to do. And if you guys have any questions about that, please hit me up. Let me know. And here I just got that email coming through. So let me just pull it up before I check out here. One moment, I'm just going to load that email in a new window. And yeah, if you guys do have any questions, you can always chat with our support team at any time. Just click on that little chat bubble on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Also, be sure to check our support article and support guides because most often everything has been documented or we have the answer already there for you. And it's all about you going through and getting that info. All right, sorry it took so long to load, but here it is. So this is the email that came from king@bk.com, sent to me, replied to the king here. I have the logo, that image with the filter applied, everything all good, looks beautiful. And also this email, I should mention, is beautifully responsive. So this will show up be really nice on your phones. That's not the best way to view it, but if I went this way, I could show you the responsive view. And for those that don't know, if you ever want to really see, it's kind of a good way to see how it works. If you right click and click on inspect, then right over here, you can choose what device you want to emulate this on. So this works really great if you're especially testing our portal, anything like that. And one other thing to note, I just want to show you as well, that let me just hop back to the demo here. So in most cases, I actually skipped the most important part of my demo because in most cases, you won't actually have to show the client how you built their site. You don't have to show them anything about anything, really. All they might want to see is this. So that preview link over there. You can use the Sales CRM to generate a trackable link, or you can just right-click, share that link to your preview URL. This will pull up what guests see. So here's, obviously, if you want to see how this looked in responsive, you would right-click, click on Inspect. As you can see, it's, my computer's taking an awful long time to even convert that over, but this is what it would look like in an iPhone X. You see your terms over here. So these terms can be customized for every client if you want. All scrollable, all really nice and responsive. Click on Accept. And for those that are really tech geeks, take a look at the actual source code of this landing page. I mean, look how lean that is. Look at, really, we are the fastest loading captive portal in the industry for a reason. This is why, because we have very little stuff being loaded over here. We're just firing a Facebook event pixel over here. We are loading up our, Amazon CloudFront pages, and look at the amount of script in here. There's like literally nothing in there. And this is what the landing page will look like. If I, let's say, click on Connect with Facebook. Now I'm already authenticated here. Normally it would ask me permission. In this case, actually, here we go. Just logged in. Would I like to continue? Yes. And there we go. I'm redirecting. And that's authenticated me on Facebook. It will then bring me to our custom thank you page. with the baked in Facebook like box, which I believe is loading there in the background. You can even see how slow this is turning over here. It's not our server, it is definitely my computer. There's the box. I can go like him on Facebook. I can add whatever other information to get me to take action while on site. Then I click on next on my phone. Usually this happens on Wi-Fi. And I'll get redirected to the homepage. That's what we have set. So you see they're promoting some Crown gift cards. I could also do a redirect directly to the gift card landing page to just have a better experience. So that's really, at the end of the day, what I show. It sells. You don't need to sell more than that. At the end of the day, it's the data that you're capturing. It's how you're using the data to keep customers loyal. That's all that matters, and to make sure that the clients have a legal, user-friendly login experience. That is it. So that's what you should focus on. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Happy to answer anything personally, and also create some new videos that you guys can use. I know I mentioned this before, but we are creating a ton of new videos that are in the works, not only for our support site, for our sales site, but also a bunch of white labeled videos that you guys can then take and use to demo. It'll be my voice. It won't mention my name or our company. You'll just be able to use this as a kind of boilerplate demo. I always recommend you record your own, just like I did over here today, but it's really easy for you guys to go ahead and to do that. But, they're going to make it as easy as possible, give you guys a bunch of resources to go out there and crush it with sales. Thanks all for watching live, and also thank you for watching this replay. If you're watching it in the group, thanks so much, and take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.